Retirement catch-up. Well, I've in my lectures in particular said that doctors need about 2.5 million to be able to retire in comfort. Now this includes your practice sale, but it does not include your family home, because typically doctors don't sell that and typically they don't downsize. So 2.5 million is a number I've been using in the last year or so. Well, what if you have very little in funds at all at age 50 or 55, and there's numerous doctors out there that don't have anything approaching 2.5 million or even 1 million? What in the heck do you do? Well, I got 4 things I'd like to talk about today. First, you have to save. That's by far the most important part of investing. It's not asset allocation, it's saving. 20% per year is what you need to do. If you're making $250,000 in your practice or professionally, you need to save $50,000. If you're making $500,000, guess what? You need to save $100,000. If you're saving next to nothing, how in the heck do you do that? How in the heck does one do that? Well, first of all, you cut back on major spending problem areas. And for doctors in particular, here they are. Number 1, all the time, is home upgrades. $1 million home, a lot of doctors will spend an average of $40,000 a year. Yes, $40,000 a year on maintenance and home upgrades. You got to stop it. Have to stop it. Now, if something goes wrong and you need a new furnace, you need a new roof, that's one thing. But just because your kitchen isn't up to date and yet the granite isn't as good as what you'd rather have quartz, and the appliances, there's all these new appliances that we have to have, and the neighbors have them, we should have them too. Don't go there, stop it. Home upgrades, have a budget for them, keep it low. That will help tremendously. Dining out is another big expense. Just do it once a week. Once a week is plenty. Fast foods don't count here. Little restaurants like Applebee's or whatever, they don't really count either. But nice dining out once a week is plenty. Gifts. Just in the last several years, I found out about doctors who are spending 25, 30, even more on gifts for family and extended family per year. That's absolutely crazy. The average doctor spends about $5,000 per year on all gifts for everybody, including birthdays, holidays, etc. Cut back on gifts if you're really spending a lot. Here's another one, vacations. Hey, I know doctors that like to go on a National Geographic guided tour once a year. They're top-notch, they got great ships, wonderful guides, and oftentimes it's $25,000 for 10 to 14 days. That's nuts. We can't afford that. Oat tours, overseas adventure travel, is probably 1/3 to 1/4 of the price. Has a lot of educators involved in their educational programs too. Or how about road trips? Watch the expensive travel, guys. Final one, kids at home. Adult kids that come back home after college. What do? That's an expense that may be ongoing. What you need to do is establish firm guidelines for when they will actually be independent. So many doctors tell me that they're not going to be able to have the life that I had and the things I had. Well, in fact, you can't afford the life and the things you've had, obviously. So anyway, with the kids, please establish guidelines to help them become independent. That's the greatest thing you can do as a parent. Number 4, focus on your passions. Yeah, I'm not talking financial here. Focus on what you're really good at. It may be gardening, maybe artwork, maybe volunteering, could be sports, could be something at the practice. Focus on your passions. You'll be a much happier person, you'll earn more, and you'll be able to save more. That's an incredible thing. Again, that's a surprise in here, but it really makes a difference. In fact, doctors, older doctors I know in particular, say taking up CIRAC or implants. It's revitalized their career. They're earning more. They aren't so focused on things so much as doing well for people. Thanks for listening.